coming out. I just want to start by saying this rally is happening right now in over 20 cities. Let's hear it for everyone around the country right now. And I want to give a special shout out to the protesters who are going out in Austin today in the face of some very vicious threats. We admire their courage and their bravery, and for recognizing that it is far more dangerous to stay home. Okay, so people are in the streets today demanding that this nightmare must end, the Trump-Pence regime must go. And today we're the thousands, but we're calling out millions. You all are the heart of a movement to drive out a fascist regime in the most powerful country on earth. And your donations are needed for this movement to succeed. Today, it's November 4th, it's only our beginning. We're gonna be in the streets every single day until the Trump and Pence regime is gone. And right now, we're the voice for the majority of this country who hate everything that Trump and Pence represent. We are their voice. But to mobilize all of them is gonna take a lot of money. The other side has funding from major corporations, wealthy families like the Trump family themselves, and they have state power. But we have the people. And you can make a donation right now. See our beautiful banners like this giant one, our signs that so many of you are carrying. We need more of these. This sound system, this stage, this costs a lot of money, and I want to tell you right now that on November 18th, 2 weeks from today, we want to have 5 times the size of this rally in the streets. So what about stickers? Imagine thousands of high school students walking out, thousands of college students storming out in protest, wearing stickers, Trump and Pence must go. Imagine the t-shirts, imagine the hats, the pins, everything people need to identify as part of this vital movement. Who here saw the New York Times full-page ad the other day? Yeah, shouldn't we have some more of those? We gotta have those, we gotta have them in the Washington Post, they gotta be everywhere. The world has to know about this. You know, it has to be put on the map. And you are needed to give a donation now because the people who can stop this regime are out there. But we can never win if we don't reach them. I went on the national tour to drive out the Trump and Pence regime. A bunch of volunteers, we traveled down from New York. We went down the East Coast, through DC, through Georgia, through North Carolina, we went to Louisiana, we went all through Texas to the border at El Paso. And this took a lot of funds. We had to get a van rental, pay for food and coffee and gas money and materials. We went down there to organize organizers. And we learned that when we bring out the message, every single time, no matter what small city we were in, we would unroll our banner that said, no, drive out the Trump-Pence regime. And people, even in the deep south, people would come running over, so excited, so inspired. But the next thing they would always say was, I really wish that was possible. And so we here have a responsibility to show all of these people that there is a way forward, that there is a way to drive out this regime. And so for these people in smaller cities, they need our support. So how about staffing our national office where people can call in and say, hey, I need help, I need support. Another shout out to the tiny cities like Omaha and Pittsfield, Massachusetts that are rallying right now. It's amazing, give a hand for them. Okay. So we know that some of you came here today, maybe you took off work, maybe you could just barely pay the subway fare. We thank you, we love you for coming out here. If you can give $2, if you can give $5, that would mean a lot. But some of you can spend more than that. Some people here can give $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000. Instead of your $5 coffee a day, instead of your $12 movie ticket, instead of your $50 dinner, donate that money to stop fascism. So, yeah, okay. So one last important thing before closing. I just want to say that right now as we're standing here, there are millions of people living their lives in fear. There are Muslims being viciously attacked in hate crime after hate crime. Refugees unable to escape war-torn countries. Black mothers and fathers worrying that their children will be killed by the police in the streets. Children afraid that they could go to school on Monday and come home to find their immigrants' parents missing. And so all of these people who are living in this nightmare need to know that they are not the only ones who are afraid. They are not the only ones who are angry. And they are not the only ones who want a different future. We are the movement to drive out the Trump and Pence regime, and you are now part of it, and you have to take this up and bring others into it. It starts by making a donation right now. Find our beautiful volunteers. They are holding buckets. See this bucket, the donation buckets. Find one of them. Dig deep into your pockets and think, what will it take to stop Trump and Pence? You are needed right now, and take out your phone. Go to refusefascism.org/donate. Refusefascism.org/donate. Write a check. Think about what this will mean for humanity. And then text 3 friends, challenge them to match your donation, because every dollar is going to make a difference. In the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America. This nightmare must end. The Trump-Pence regime must go.